It's a very high.
A tree. That's it. That's a tree.
No, this will be quick.
Oh,
I wish we could have you guys come via Zoom, but no one says no. Live.
Oh, I was gonna say something, but I won't.
You want it?
No.
Okay.
Mandatory lighting.
definitely gotta behave now.
Okay. Yes, we are broadcasting, recording, we're all good. All right, it's 9:31. We'll convene the September 5th. 2023 RPRC meeting. The first item of business is the approval of the August 15th, 23 meeting minutes. I'll make a motion to adopt those minutes.
Second.
Thank you, Jim. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Then first item is Micah Place. We see Michael is in the audience. Let's see him. Michael, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
So you're up first. Is there anything you want to tell us or?
Actually, Mike, the project I'm with is I think the second one, the 14 minus, whatever that.
Oh.
Hmm?
14 minus. Got it. Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes, fucking. I said that and I looked at it. Oh, wait, there's a little something. You should have made.
I did it.
Something I did.
We'll see that with potential.
Okay, so I'll pull up.
Make it less. Have it. Something across that. Unless there's a fence. See.
Okay.
Mike,
Sorry.
Existing.
So privacy fence, 80 feet of 6-foot high black chain link fence and installed.
120.
Here we go. So you can see where it's going in along this side lot line, a little bit of the front.
There must be fencing existing in it.
There's existing.
There is
yeah.
for the neighbor,
Yeah.
the neighbor on this, that's the Palazzolo house, the very modern one.
Yes, that's right.
That's the one right to the south of it.
So, you know, it's a typical fence. A portion of it looks like it's in a buffer.
And if they're utilizing it as a pool barrier, there's a problem because it crosses the driveway.
Crosses. the
Well, is there a
driveway.
fence on the other side of the?
Yeah, there might be a fence around the pool already, but you can't tell from this.
All right, well, you'll look at that when it.
Yeah, we'll
comes
look
into
at
the
that.
Building permit.
Yeah,
The home has 2 driveways, is that what you're
No,
saying?
the driveway,
Circular
no,
driveway.
what? The pool's there,
yeah. Well, make sure that they're not relying on this as a.
right?
Pool
So
barrier.
what Mike is saying is that there might need to be a barrier here. If,
Well, they might have to do some modifications,
behind-
return to the house, say, with the fence.
Adam, can you zoom in right to the top of the
But-
pool?
Are they replacing a fence or this is new fence?
let's see if they specify.
The adjoining property has a fence.
That's why there's not 600 feet of fencing here.
There's a different plan.
Remove existing fence
Yeah, there you go.
and install 6 foot high grade. So it's an existing chain link fence, so I'm
So they
guessing
want
a
privacy,
piece, right,
a
exactly.
piece of it.
So these are the exposed areas, so they're gonna remove the existing
Existing
chain
fence and
link.
Put a new one. Put up
Yeah,
Privacy fences.
Yeah.
And then they got a little picture up.
Yeah. but if you wanna confirm that that it meets
Well,
the
we will do that in our
Oh,
review,
right,
that's
pool
all,
code, definitely.
yeah.
Go back to that,
Yeah.
go back to that. So down.
Yeah.
So the solid fence is the red.
And blue. Oh, no, yes, so this chain link fence is gonna be replaced here, I guess that's in disrepair,
Oh,
and then this will be new.
oh, it's a privacy. Got it.
Yes, so it's gonna be a vinyl 6 foot
So
high,
I have to look at the Palazzolo house.
that's my guess. And then this piece of existing fence
See.
will remain, and then,
Oh, so the pool.
Yeah, so it
then
is
the pool
entombed, yeah, it
Yes.
is protected,
Yes.
Because that's chain link, right? That's looking at the yard.
yeah, so it's probably. fine.
But you have to verify. But it looks-
but there's a wetland issue that we need to discuss. So here's the pond, lake pond here. So some of this new fence obviously is within 100 feet of that. I would say, given that we've got an existing fence there and the limited impacts of a fence in general. You know, the wetland permit doesn't necessarily need conservation.
That wetlands as a, it's not a natural wetlands. It's got
No.
a Stone.
Yes, you can see
It's a
the
2 foot high stone
wall.
pond. It's a.
Yeah.
It's lined with 2 feet off the water with stone.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll, if you're okay, we'll send to building with an administrative wetlands permit. Everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Second. All right, I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
On favor?
Aye.
Let Michael and his. Or. All right, Michael, you're back. We're up
Yes.
to you now. So this is the removal of an existing deck and the construction of a new deck. Let me pull up the plans and share my screen. All right, anything you want to share with us?
Yeah, so basically he has an existing 20 foot by 50 foot deck on the rear of the rear of the home. And we're going to be replacing that with a 30 by 60 foot deck. So we're making it a little bit bigger, but mainly it's in the same exact spot as the existing deck. And there's some two roof structures incorporated with the deck for some, I guess, privacy and protection from the sun and elements of the weather. And then, yeah, that's basically it. That's what we're doing here.
All right, yeah, so you know, we really should see an elevation of this deck so we see what you're actually proposing. I realize, so part of it's gonna be have a roof.
A little bit just for like a TV area, just all single pitch shed roof. And then
Okay.
over the grill, the same thing, just so they could have a little protection
Okay.
from the weather elements.
All right, and we'll need, you know, you really should include a zoning conformance table on here showing it meets the setbacks. It looks like it does, and we won't have a problem. We did note, the engineer and myself, that there are hydric soils here on the property. So how do you want to handle that, Tony?
I mean, in general, we want to
Yeah.
see more detail on the
Yeah.
deck, because if it's a deck, you're not really have to treat the stormwater just leaking through, but if you put roofs, I gotta see the square footage of the roof.
Okay,
And the actual ground disturbance that's gonna go into the deck and foundations, how many wood erosion controls are we gonna need?
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
in that sense, but I meant
yep,
wetland wise.
This is, looks like it's putting aside the construction related disturbance. Like the getting access to putting that aside, this is like 88 square feet of extension that presumably is in the buffer.
Mhm.
What's
but
been-
maybe, we don't-
Right, of course,
Yeah, I don't
maybe,
think so.
I said presumably.
Yeah.
What's been the precedence about, where's the thresholds exist relative to issuance of an administrative permit?
that's,
Like, I know we're
it's
talking
up to
about,
us to look at and
I agree.
understand that.
but what's been the precedence that had been? If we look over,
I would say typically,
Yeah.
the deck is in a maintained lawn area. So.
it is,
No, typically,
yeah,
and
When a deck is in.
when a deck is in a maintained lawn area and you're, you're expanding it a little bit, it's not typically all that concerning. It's when you have an undisturbed area and you're creating new wetland buffer impacts, we're much more concerned.
we know if this is on,
Yeah.
this is
I'll pull
adding
up.
square footage on top of an existing lawn.
Yes, that's correct, right, Michael?
Yes, this is
how-
all, we're on top of a manicured lawn.
Let me pull up the aerial so you can see. It's 14 Miamis.
It's also a floodplain area.
Yes, it's in the floodplain too. Is this the house?
No,
Oh, yeah, 'cause
it's a
it's.
river, Maya's River.
That's fine. So here's what we're talking. So here's the existing deck that goes and, something similar is going back. But here's the
Yes, that
the
tree,
wetland.
is that tree being removed?
Do you have any tree removal?
No, we do not.
Okay.
So, couple things. One, do you want to see the elevation of the deck? More detail from the town engineer. Or not, and then how to process the wetlands permit.
It sounds like the roof area is something we need to understand.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's gonna
Right.
impact the stormwater.
And then I guess you plan and section or plan and elevation to go together, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
seems reasonable.
okay.
We do have complete set of construction drawings already.
Oh, do you want to share them with us now?
If that's, yeah,
Yeah, let's see what you have.
make things easy.
Yeah, without those plans, we were kind of guessing.
Yeah. Interesting that they weren't part of the time.
Mhm.
I'm not about the precedents, are there? Feet, is it 5 feet? Is it like if we have I know the generator pads, there have been liberalization that we've said like 6 feet, this is 88 feet.
Mhm.
So what have been the precedents where,
I would say generally,
yes,
it would be approved.
but what have been in terms of square footages, are there precedents that you have thought about or
No.
can recall?
No, there's no number 88, 100, 200, yeah. I don't think any of those numbers in that range are, we've approved administratively. Those types of expansions.
Of a deck into a maintained lawn area. That's part of the wetland buffer.
Right. Because they'll still need the wetlands permit, they'll still need to mitigate 2 to 1.
They still will.
Yes, because they need to obtain the wetlands permit.
They just don't have to do it on the meetings and everything.
Correct. It will be.
It's
reviewed
not
by
like you
the
don't
engineer.
have to do anything.
That's right. Right, not make sense.
Go ahead.
Which is what people think that means.
Right, so take us, so we see the plan. So new deck. Okay, so the middle is going to be,
Here
Yep.
is a small roofed area.
Yep.
And then over here, there's another small roofed area with the.
yeah,
grill.
all right, so a couple things, so you'll need to fit, and I don't anticipate you having an issue, but you'll have to count those, is there? You have an elevation or no?
Yes.
All right, let's just take a look at how this plays out. Okay. Okay, so we've got the middle area, you've got those roofs, right? And then on the right side, as we're looking at the east elevation, that's a covered area too. Okay,
Yeah,
So
open
no-
air, there's no,
that's what?
not habitable for.
Porch, it's a porch.
That counts in your FAR too.
Yes, that's what was gonna be my next point. You have to fill out the FAR form, which is fine, it's a few hundred square feet, they're probably okay, but we need that info. So that sheet, you'll have to complete because those are covered areas that are capable of being enclosed in the future.
Does that impact the gross land coverage too? Is
Uh,
that fair?
the expansion of the deck
Right,
has to be counted.
that form was completed.
Yeah,
already?
counted.
Okay.
Well, that form also changes too, because you have to put the porch, now it's not all deck, some of your deck area goes to covered, right? And then
Yes.
the deck
It's
area
just
is separate
moving it
numbers, you have to, you have to
Yep.
recalculate the numbers.
Yep.
If that wasn't done.
All right, but now we have this info. I don't think this needs to go to the planning board. How's the committee feel about moving this forward, and then how do we process the wetlands permit?
Quick question,
Yeah.
is there does the additional roof, cross a threshold for any kind of additional stormwater capture?
Yes, it's over
250.
So those kinds of exercises would get handled administratively, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Through- Okay.
I mean, I'm comfortable if
Yeah, they'll just have to show on the plan what the square footage they're at, and yeah, if they. Reach
Yeah.
that threshold, they're gonna be doing.
Do you know, Michael, if your total new covered areas exceeds 250 square feet?
I could-
Probably. Right, go back to your plan. Yeah, so what's that? That's 14 and a half by,
How far?
well, whatever, you'll do the counts.
Yeah, it'll be close. It's,
Yeah, it'll be close.
Keep in mind too, the soils you have there, when you're trying to treat the storm, when you
Right.
have slow perk, you're gonna wind up with a big pre-mix system, just throwing that. out there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're really close, it might make sense to stay below that 250 threshold, so you don't
Okay.
have to mitigate stormwater. Right?
Just because the soil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a lot easier, so. Okay. Adam, any thoughts on how to handle the additional square footage that may be in the buffer?
Because of the 88 square feet, and because it's an existing lawn, and because there's no trees, just do an administrative permit.
Yeah, I don't see that as being.
If it wasn't an existing lawn, or if there were trees,
Yeah, it's a
then we
different.
send it there.
Yep. All right, so then we will send this to the building department. We'll look at whether or not it needs a wetlands permit. If it does, we'll process it administratively. And the applicant will address the engineering comments. That sound acceptable? If it is, I'll make that motion.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Okay, so that's how it will play out, Michael. Any questions about what we just did and next steps?
Yeah, so I guess we'll just hear from you guys with,
Yeah, well, what we're gonna do is post our comments, basically what we discussed today on the RPRC website later this afternoon. Then you should look at those comments and resubmit to the building department your responses to those comments, and that will keep it moving.
Okay.
Okay,
all right, sounds good.
all right, take care.
All right, thank you guys. Bye.
Next, Elizabeth. Good morning, Thomas. Thomas, you with us?
Oh, yes, hello.
Hi. So you're up 28 Elizabeth Place for the tree removal. Do you want to tell us what's going on your property and what's happening? Just, I'll pull up your submission in the meantime.
Sure. Can you guys see me or would you like to see me here?
That's up to you. Can we hear you fine?
Uh, so yeah, we have 3 very large trees. I sent the picture in an email. Yeah, all the trees they're pretty big, and they've been like threatening the house. At least 2 of them are leaning toward the house, and also they're leaning toward our cars. So they pretty much
What are trees that are down? What's going on there?
yeah. So we cleaned that up. So that was a tree that had just fallen after one of the storms.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it took out
So
our
those-
wire. Yeah.
All right. It took your power? Is that what you said?
It did, yeah. So, and that was
Oh.
alive. So we got a little nervous with the rest of the trees, also being alive, but falling onto the house. Now we also have a newborn baby, and we have a 19-month-old daughter. So,
Okay. I mean, have you had a professional look at these? Are they in poor health, or, typically, we get an arborist report, getting some professional opinion about the health and the danger associated with it.
Yep. Yeah, so I do have a gentleman. I forget the name of his company, but he is a professional. He's a licensed contractor, and he said that he would agree to take those trees down for sure because of how close they are to the house. He has all the equipment. He said he has all the equipment necessary to do that, and he said it would be about a 2-day project with his team.
Thomas, it's hard to tell from your photo, right? You didn't submit, where they are, right?
Yeah.
Like, are these like a few feet from your foundation?
I would say the 2 in the front are about I would say more like 10. I would say like 12 feet from the
So really close. Okay, so they're those are close given how tall they are. Yeah.
Yes, right. And if they were to fall down, then they would just level the house probably. So
Yeah. I mean, certainly tree 1 is right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're big. Like if they were smaller, I think it maybe wouldn't be so bad, but they're just
So
so
everyone okay with this?
You may want to just park your car about 15 feet.
Yeah. So I mean, we get it. These are close to your house, so you already had one bad experience. So I'll make a motion to just send this to the building. Oh, go ahead, Adam. Sorry.
Can we,
Yeah.
Thomas,
yes. Oh, I can't hear you. I think I lost you. Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
To with range caliper somewhere on the property,
Are you, and expand on that, are you suggesting a similar species, different species?
a native species. So conservation board generally, when there's a tree removal, we'd like to see if, to the extent it's possible, to see a replacement. If
Yeah, let's
to
pull
the
it
extent
up.
possible.
Hi, sorry, you guys cut out for a little bit, but now I think I got you back.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Mhm.
so I'm looking at this, Adam,
Yeah,
right, it's wooded. I don't know where they put those,
Very wooded lot.
yeah, where do you put those trees that's not going to create another hazard too close to the house? Thomas, any thoughts on that? If you didn't hear what Adam was saying before, it was generally the conservation board likes to see a 1-for-1 replacement of trees that are removed with new trees. We pulled up, I don't, let me see if, sure you see what we're seeing.
Okay.
What we're seeing, at least from our end, is there aren't too many opportunities because the lot is already pretty wooded. But is there an opportunity, you think, where you could plant new trees?
Like you said, I mean, it is pretty wooded. We have a lot of trees on the property already.
Yeah.
There are certainly areas that might be a good place to plant some trees, but yeah, like you said, I mean, there's a pretty good amount of trees already. Yeah.
Adam, eyeing this, it looks like the only open area is their septic, honestly, so I don't see where they would put them. Yeah.
I agree, yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense, yeah.
Okay, so then I'll make a motion to send this to the building department for the tree removal.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, Thomas, so
Thank you.
thanks for that additional color that helped us, understand what's going on. So, thank you.
Of course, and thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, so the next step, we'll post the determination letter on the RPRC website later today. And then if there are any. You don't have any comments in there. Yeah, so you'll be able to then take that determination letter and submit to the building department for the tree removal permit.
Okay, and then would there be okay, so I just get a permit from them then, I
Yes,
guess.
from the building department. Yep. And once you have that, you can tell your tree contractor to take them down.
Okay, all right, excellent. Thank you.
All right, sure, take care.
Thank you so much. You as well.
Okay, so let me just. And that's it, so it's 10 a.m.
Ready to hit the ground running now.
And the RPRC meeting is.
We're having